Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Daily Stack Report. We have some very, very good news today in the silver market. But first, if you're watching my channel, you know what I'm about to say. If you want to win a 1996 American Silver Eagle, subscribe and like. And make sure you put the bell on. Turn that bell on. Because whenever we do this giveaway video, you're going to have to comment on the video. It's not just you subscribe and you're done. When it comes time for the video, you're going to have to comment on it, because that's how I pick. You do the random comment picker. 100 subscribers, must be subscribed, must comment. That's how you get entered. So make sure you make sure you hit the bell so you're ready for that. But let's get into the meat and bones of today. So if we follow back to yesterday's update, we were hovering around this $86 mark right here. Tested it multiple times before finally bouncing off to the upside. And of course, we had a dramatic upswing. We went from 86 with a high of around 90. See, what does this candle say? High of 91.23. You can see that in the top left corner up here. On these candles, it'll tell you where the high and low of that specific candle is. So the low of this one was 86.53 all the way up to 91.23 on that high. It's about a $5 jump. Now we did see some consolidation along this trend line that I had drawn out, and we hit it a couple times, tested it above or tested near it before finally kind of bouncing down here. Now I do expect to see some consolidation going into these later trading hours. Remember, these are 4-hour candles. As you can see right here, this is a 4-hour chart. And so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So about 24 hours from now, we're going to see something play out right around here. Now, more positive news would be if we can break to the upside of this, kind of hang around in this little triangle right here. And on the downside, we don't really want to hang out down here. So if we hang out up here, we can expect to see another bullish trend start, and this is a healthy line up all the way to that $100 mark. But if we bounce on the downside, we're going to be breaking all the way down to here towards that $86 mark again. And from here, if we don't break up, we're definitely going to see a huge drop down here. That's kind of what I'm expecting, just kind of looking over the technical analysis of this chart. With silver sitting at 89, let's go to Kitco and check our current spot prices. Kitco has spot at 88.98 with gold at 51.68, platinum at 22.87, palladium at 17.62, and rhodium at 11,850. That's currently what the spot prices are on Kitco for silver, gold, platinum, palladium, and rhodium. But if we go over here to APMEX, SD, and JM, are they still in cahoots? Let's see. If you're following these videos, you know that I think something's going up here, because 106.08 with their spot at 90. That's a $16 premium right there. On JM Bullion, SD Bullion has it at 90. That's about a $15.75 premium. Let's just call it 16. We'll call it how I see it. 16, and let me take a wild guess. $16. They're all having the same premiums, which just a week ago wasn't the case. But now, and look, now APMEX has fast and free shipping. Fast and free. Whereas just a week ago, you were having shipping delays. So the supply is there. I'm not buying that narrative at the moment. But what I am buying is that this is a precious metal that has been held down for way too long. And now we are finally seeing that uptrend. The 2026 proof is still on Remind Me, which means they are not ready yet. They're coming soon, and they're limited. So I'm going to be on the lookout for that. Trump did have a State of the Union last night, which was very, very beneficial. If you are a Trump fan, if you are not, it's okay. If you are, it's okay. Whenever a major political speech happens, good or bad, markets look for signals on inflation policy, government spending, energy policy, trade stances, and the dollar outlook. Precious metals react primarily through the US dollar, treasury yields, and inflation expectations. If the speech hinted at increased spending or persistent deficits, that can mildly be supportive for gold and silver long term. If markets interpret policy as dollar strengthening or rate supportive, that can temporarily put pressure on metals. So far, we haven't seen extreme volatility directly tied to his speech, but policy tone always feeds into broader macro expectations, and so wouldn't be surprised if something happened here. But just based off of that news from yesterday, we didn't see anything crazy. But let me see a couple more notes that I have. Don't really have too much for you guys today, but the dollar strength, the treasury yields, anything confirmed, updates on Mexico. I haven't really heard anything confirmed yet. I'm looking for a gold to silver ratio. That's my next 3 to 5 day outlook on the gold and silver market. I do want to see kind of how some of those things play out. I think that's going to have a big driver factor, whether we hit a big upswing or a big downswing. But I'm really, really, really looking right here on this chart. I really do think these next, let's call it Sunday, these next 3 to 5 days are going to give us a clear sight of where silver goes. If we, again, continue on this trend, I do think we're going to see 100 by mid-March. But if we go on this downtrend, then I think we're going to see high 70s, low 80s again. We're going to be testing this $82 mark that we had trouble getting above, and then we blew past right here. And so I will be kind of searching for that if we are not able to hold around this $89 mark right here. So those are my outlooks for the week, next couple of days. But guys, as always, I hope you stack smart, stay safe, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow.